Responsible pet ownership starts with adopting a rescue animal. Instead of purchasing from a breeder, adopting a rescue animal is the more responsible way to obtain a pet, as it not only helps to reduce the homeless pet population, but rescue animals are generally healthier and they make more loyal companions. We've all seen the commercials. Homeless animals suffering in the elements, hungry and lonely, while sad songs play in the background. These commercials are designed to tug at your heartstrings. Sometimes they're so sad it even makes you change the channel. While this is purely an emotional appeal, it is effective and is done in support of a very real problem. I currently have 3 pets in my home, and all 3 are rescues. Each one has their own story. My cat Midnight is 17 years old, and he came from the SPCA. My larger dog Sandy, she's 14, and she was adopted from the Humane Society of Houston. And the baby of the family, a little dog named Violet, she's 4. She was adopted, strangely enough, from the Feline Rescue Society of Houston. I personally believe that the more responsible path to pet ownership is through adoption of a rescue animal. I have found through my own experiences that rescue animals are generally healthier, and they have all made for some of the most loyal companions I have ever had. So what does it take to be a responsible pet owner? According to the American Veterinary Medical Association, the AVMA, guidelines for responsible pet ownership, owning a pet is a privilege and should result in a mutually beneficial relationship. Keep only the type and number of pets for which you can provide an appropriate and safe environment. This includes the appropriate food, water, shelter, health care, and companionship. The ability to provide for the basic needs of your pet is number 1. Your pets are going to be your responsibility in every way. They will rely on you for all of their wants and needs. Therefore, it is important to know your budget. Determining a budget should be based on what type of dog or cat, large or small, and knowing the cost of providing their care. How much is their food? What kind of medical care will they need, and how much will it cost? These are questions that should be asked prior to adoption. As a responsible pet owner, you should never take on more animals than you can manage to care and provide for. Being responsible also means knowing your limits. Spaying and neutering is another important aspect of pet ownership. The AVMA also states that if you adopt a puppy or a kitten, they will need to be spayed for females and neutered for males. This is absolutely true. In addition, spaying and neutering your pets helps to reduce the overall population of stray animals. According to the Houston Bureau of Animal Regulation and Care, also known as BARC, in Houston and Harris County, tens of thousands of dogs and cats must be euthanized every year because they are unwanted. Having your pet spayed or neutered will help reduce the number of unwanted animals that are euthanized every day in Houston. As a matter of fact, most rescue and adoption groups require the animals be spayed or neutered prior to going home with their new owners. It is usually included in the price of the adoption. Vaccinations and microchipping are also part of the package. This is important for your pet's overall health and well-being. When it comes to the overall health of your animal, mixed breed rescue dogs tend to be generally healthier than pure breeds. According to a study reported by the Institute of Canine Biology, the incidence of 10 genetic disorders, 42%, was significantly greater in pure breed dogs versus mixed breed dogs. This is not to say that pure breed dogs cannot live happy and healthy lives, but it does note that due to the problem of inbreeding, purebred dogs have a much higher incidence of genetic abnormalities. I also believe a little bit of Darwinism is at play when it comes to rescue animals. The reference to Darwin's survival of the fittest is actually in regard to his work on natural selection. According to the Encyclopedia Britannica, animals with useful adaptations to their environments are more likely to survive and produce progeny than those with less useful adaptations. Well, rescue animals are nothing if not adaptive to their environments. That is how they survive. At the end of the day, there are many aspects to responsible pet ownership. Starting by adopting a rescue animal is one important way to make a difference. Additionally, by doing a little advanced research, you can set a reasonable budget on the anticipated needs of your pet. Living within the boundaries of that budget will help you be a better, more responsible pet owner. Also, by using a rescue group or society as your source for adoption, vital services such as spaying and neutering are often part of the adoption package. This will serve to set you on the responsible track and start your experience as a pet owner as a positive one. You can be assured any animal adopted off the streets into a home with love and care will be a grateful companion. Knowing how much I love my pets, I have always felt proud of my decision to adopt. I could not imagine my life without any one of them.